What if, instead of spawning on a normal Minecraft world, you spawned here, with only one block beneath your feet and nowhere to go? In this video, I spent 100 days on one block Minecraft. If you don't know what one block Minecraft is, basically you spawn on one block, this block is unlimited and it always respawns. It can also spawn chests, animals, and mobs. There are 10 different phases, and the last phase is the end portal. And my goal is to defeat the Ender Dragon. And if you're new here, please subscribe, because I've been working really hard on these videos. And like, bruh, we could do better than this, guys, come on. Alright guys, that's it for now, and drop a like if you enjoyed this video. I started off day one with, you guessed it, punching a tree. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm actually getting grass this time. But I spent the entire day one just figuring out what to do because I decided not to read the instructions. So I felt like I was building some IKEA furniture. I then got my first chest and got 2 saplings, so this will help me plant some trees, obviously. Then sadly, I lost my first ever friend. Goodbye, Douglas. They didn't even give me a warning that a pig was spawning. I then got my second chest, and guess what I got? I got a water bucket. So I decided to use this so I can put a block underneath the unlimited block, so this will make it a lot easier to mine. And now I can grab some gravel. It won't just fall into the void. But really, who uses gravel other than getting flint? I then got my third chest and it made a really weird noise at me. That noise kind of startled me a little bit, but there's a lot of hearts coming from the chest, so I thought it would be something good like diamonds, but I got 5 pieces of wood and a sapling. That basically just sums up what my girlfriend gets me as a gift. It looks good on the outside. Once I open the gift, it's just complete trash. I'm just kidding, don't kill me. But then my block got an upgrade. I reached phase 1, the plains. I'm guessing this is all wood and grass and maybe some animals. And then my pig came back to life. What a miracle. I'm so happy to have you back, Douglas. I have no idea how I named him Douglas so randomly, but I guess his name is Douglas now. I then made him a little prison, a little nice house. And then I politely told him to get your ass in the house. You guys definitely didn't see any physical abuse. And then once I got him in, I decided to try to drown him. I totally forgot pigs are like 95% fat, so they could float in water. So what I'm saying is they're basically my girlfriend. I'm just kidding, but then I got the pig back into his cage. A couple blocks later, my girlfriend's sister just spawned. Why won't you look at that? A cow. I know she watches my videos from time to time, so I'm about to get a nasty text. Everyone pray for me. And I'm obviously kidding about all the jokes, but you guys might not see me again. On day 2, I made my first crafting table and I finally got some tools. I totally forgot this is actually Minecraft and I can make tools, so it took me an entire day to realize that I can make wood tools. I then put all my junk into a chest and then I went back to mining. I didn't know my girlfriend had a third sister. It's kind of funny though, because my girlfriend does have 2 sisters. And then a chicken spawned and I decided to kill it because, you know, I love me some fried chicken. Could we all just take a moment and talk about how amazing fried chicken is in the comments? But as I was trying to get this cow into the hole, something really embarrassing happened and I don't even really want to show you guys. Just watch. Yep, I literally just walked off the edge with a stack and a half of dirt. That is literally all the dirt I'm gonna get this entire world. You stupid cow. I then decided to give him a taste of his own medicine. Yeah, how does that feel now? And then guess what? He respawned like a block later. And instead of getting into the hole, he started flexing on them and breakdancing on top of them. The amount of disrespect this guy showed. I then had to push him in. You know, just show him who's boss around here. I then spent the rest of day 2 just straight up mining. Bright and early on day 3, I decided to expand my island so I don't just walk off the edge again, because that kind of scarred me for life. And hopefully I don't die ever again on this island. Good thing it's not hardcore, but I did die a lot on this island. But listen, all my deaths were kind of funny. I then got a chest with some seeds in it, and then I got an upgrade. I was very eager to figure out what this upgrade was, so I could not wait. I was so impatient. And then the next phase was the underground. I'm guessing this is all stone and everything underground. I'm sure I didn't have to say that. I then used the cobblestone and upgraded my tools to stone tools. And then I got my first iron ore. 1 block later, I got another piece of iron, which is awesome, so I can soon get an iron pickaxe. And then this guy spawned and I was like, who the hell are you? I totally forgot mushrooms existed. So then I used my wood to make some fences so I can expand my farm. And here's a little time lapse. As I was mining, these 2 zombies spawned and I thought I was gonna die. I was panicking. I didn't have a sword, I didn't have a shield, and I had nowhere to go. I was actually so scared for some reason. And of course they both spawned with helmets so they couldn't burn in the sun. I then jumped on top of my chests and I killed them both. I then mined some trees and mined for the rest of the night all the way until day 6. And by the way, I made a little chest area and a little tree farm off camera, just to let you guys know. And the same exact thing happened on day 6. 2 zombies spawned and I had nowhere to go this time. The trees were in my way. I was at 4 hearts and I was panicking, so I just jumped on top of my chests again. and it occurred to me that it's probably a good time to make my first sword. I then spent the rest of day 6 just making a farm so I have some food because I'm kind of starving. I then went ahead to plant some seeds for some wheat, and I planted some melons, and then I spent the rest of the night just watching them grow, because everyone knows that plants get lonely too. On day 7, I finally got my first couple of melons, and I went right back to mining. And as I was mining, I was getting disturbed by a lot of different mobs. A spider spawned, and then a zombie spawned, and then 2 more spiders spawned. And just when I thought that was enough mobs for the day, of course this has to happen. A creeper just spawns out of nowhere. I didn't even know that could happen. After fixing up what he blew up, I got another upgrade. I had no idea what was coming, and then I got the Icy Tundra. I wonder what amazing and unique blocks this phase would get me. Yeah, it's basically all snow. Who would have guessed? And then this guy spawned. I got a little wolf. I was super excited to have an actual pet, so I decided to trap him so I can save up enough bones so I can tame him and have my first ever friend. I then spent day 8 to 10 just doing some work around my base. I increased my farm size, planted some more melons, planted some more wheat seed. I then realized instead of eating melons, I just remembered I have a mushroom cow. I totally forgot mushrooms to give you mushroom stew. So I made some bowls and I milked them up. I then decided to expand my animal zoo because I wanted to breed all these cows until I had like 40 million. So I could start eating some steak instead. And expanding this farm and getting all the animals in the correct place took 2 full day and nights because it took forever to get the animals in the correct places. But once it was all done and they're all organized, I went on to day 11. I dedicated day 11 just to increase my tree farm because I realized that trees would be a much better block to build with than just mining that unlimited block because 1 log will give you 4 planks. I planted down some saplings and I waited all night to watch them grow. Once day 12 came around, I spent this entire day just doing more work around the island. I broke some melons, harvested my wheat, forced my cows to make some love, and I smelted all my iron ore and I made my first iron tools. I got myself a pickaxe, an axe, and a shovel. And I was finally looking like a pro gamer with my iron tools. I continued day 12 just mining, and then this guy spawned and I have no idea what this thing was. It looked like a homeless skeleton. I was so scared. I killed it with no problem, and then not 1, but 2 of them spawned, and now I was actually panicking. I had no idea where my sword was. It wasn't in my inventory, so I killed 1, quickly grabbed my stone sword from the chest and killed the other. And since they're skeletons, they drop some bones, so I decided to use 2 bones to try to tame the wolf, and it didn't work. I then spent day 13 to 15 just straight up mining for some resources, and then this freaking beast spawned out of nowhere. I have never seen a polar bear before. I didn't know if they were gonna attack me. I didn't know if they were hostile, so I quickly sneaked away and pulled out my sword just in case. And then he started chasing these winter wolves or whatever that were on my island, so I pushed him into a cage. This is your new home, buddy. I then punched him and he started jumping. I didn't know they could do that. After mining the whole night, on day 16 I got a message saying beware a monster party, and I had no idea what to expect. And then a whole bunch of random mobs started spawning and I was so scared. I knew I was gonna die here, but I quickly built up. I ran away and I hid in the trees like an actual gorilla. I ate my mushroom stew to heal up, and my dog came to rescue me. It wasn't my dog though, just a random dog that spawned, but sadly it died, protecting me. But I think I killed it. I then killed all the mobs, and I swear there was 1 more left. I have no idea where it went. I had a feeling he was hiding in my tree farm. Checked the farm, it wasn't there, and I thought I was tripping, so I went to the tree farm to see if he was there, and guess what? Luckily he didn't do too much hearts on me even though he had a sword, and a good thing I killed him. I ended up getting 8 bones from killing the monster party, and I had enough to tame the wolf. Now I finally have a friend. I then decided to make him a doghouse, so I got a whole bunch of wood and I started making him a doghouse. So here's a quick fast forward of that. And just like that, my dog has his own house. It's kind of sad that my dog has a house before I do, but it's all good. He is my best friend anyways. I then spent the night of day 17 expanding my tree farm to get enough wood so I can start making my own house, because I was kind of jealous of my dog. I also realized that I've been using that jump cut edit way too much, so I won't do that anymore because I know it's getting annoying. That will be my last one. Haha, I got you guys there. But I did spend day 18 to 20 just grinding my wood to get enough wood to make myself a house. After 2 very long days of mining, I finally got 6 stacks of wood, and I think that is enough to start making my house. I then spent day 26 just doing some more work around the place. I harvested some stuff, got some melons, made some love with the cows, like what I usually do every day. I gave my mushroom some wheat just to feed him because he was lonely. And I went right back to mining because everything I used to build my island comes from this one block. So I gotta do a lot of mining. And then to my surprise, I got another upgrade. And I was really happy for this because I really did not like the ice phase at all. And the next phase, guess what? It is the ocean phase, which isn't much better to be honest. The good thing is I got another friend. A turtle spawned and he was so cute. So I started pushing him to the water because I thought he would just suffocate, and guess what? He actually did end up suffocating, but to a melon and not to lack of water. I thought that was quite funny that he was suffocating to a melon, but I decided to make him a little home, so I made a little swimming pool for him, or I guess you could say that's a bathtub because it's pretty small, but water is water, so be grateful, Mr. Turtle. I'm gonna call him George. And he had enough space to swim around, so that's good enough for him. Then I got my first ever diamonds and I was so excited. Yeah, if you couldn't tell already, I was just hopping on top of the diamond. Even George was excited for me. Then I mined my diamonds and I also got another diamond about 5 minutes later. I then spent day 29 to 31 expanding my animal sanctuary because it was getting way too small for the amount of animals I've been getting. And whenever mobs spawn, they always fall into the zoo and I always end up killing my animals by accident as I kill the mobs. So a bigger animal farm is well needed. And this is what it looked like when it was all finished. On day 32, I thought it would be a good idea to make a darker room or a mob spawner. So I cleared out my entire farm because I didn't really use it that much, but I was obviously going to remake the farm somewhere else, but I dedicated this area for the mob spawner. I then realized I didn't have enough blocks to start the mob spawner, so then I spent the rest of day 32 all the way to 33 just mining blocks. And the ocean biome kept spawning in fish and they would suffocate, so it was kind of sad just seeing all these dolphins just suffocating and I couldn't do anything about it. And then another turtle spawned and I had a friend for George, but there were actually two. So then I pushed one of the turtles to George and the other one sadly got separated during birth. But at least the two turtles were happy swimming in their little bathtub. And then another monster party happened and I had no idea what to expect because this was the ocean biome, and then a whole bunch of drowns and squidwards and stuff started spawning out. I was so scared. I quickly put all my stuff away just in case I died, didn't want to lose anything, and then I went straight to battle. I knocked one of the squidwards off and I fought the other and he left me at 1 heart and I thought I was gonna die right there. I quickly ate up to heal up and I fought these drowns. For some reason they weren't attacking me, which was really nice. Then I got attacked by 2 more drowns. They both had tridents and I killed them both, and one luckily dropped their trident. And this was my first ever trident on Minecraft. I was so excited. I thought I looked pretty sick with it. But this is the aftermath after the back-to-back intense battle. Once I had enough blocks to spend the rest of the night just making my mob spawner. And of course it wouldn't be a 100 days video if I didn't get attacked by dinosaurs. And I also didn't have any armor, so they would do so much damage to me and I could not aim. So it took me a pretty long time to kill these guys. One of the phantoms did drop their phantom membrane though, so this will be really helpful to make some slow falling potions when I kill the ender dragon. And I just realized the ender dragon is a bigger dragon, a bigger version of the phantom. Mind blown. But anyways, this is the time lapse of me making the dark room. It took me a couple days, but I finally finished. I then broke down all the torches and made a quick way down, hoping that a creeper wouldn't just fall on me and blow up. I then got my first couple of mobs and it was working pretty good. It wasn't as fast as I thought it would be, but at least it's working. After a little bit of waiting, the mob spawner started picking up the speed and it was pretty awesome. I then expanded the platform, put some chests down to collect my mob loot. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do with the mob loot, but I guess I'm a hoarder and I'm gonna keep it anyways. After a day of grinding, I realized it was getting a little bit slower, so I built up to check what was going on, and this is what I found. Yep, that is everybody's worst nightmare, just finding a whole bunch of spiders. For some reason, these spiders wouldn't go down the hole, and they just clogged up the entire thing. Exactly like what happens after you eat some Taco Bell. It just doesn't go down the hole, man. And for some reason, these spiders would group up in the corner of the dark room. I have no idea why. Maybe they had a fetish or something. I'm not a scientist, but after killing all the spiders, I decided to do this, and I think it might fix the spider problem. I then ran out of blocks, and I had to MLG water bucket. Yeah, I already know I'm sick of the game. You guys don't have to tell me in the comments. I'm just playing, but I got a whole bunch of resources again and I made my way up. And I thought that putting a slab on every other block would stop the spiders from spawning because they're 2 blocks. Yeah, only an archaeologist like me would know that fact. I then tested to see if it was working and it started off really slow, but then it picked up the speed again and that was a big relief. Speaking of reliefs, I had to go to the bathroom, so I just AFK'd on day 40. And I was gone for the entire day, so you can probably assume that I had some Taco Bell. Yeah, my personal plunger was not happy. I'll tell you that much. But anyways, I'm not sure why I'm telling you about my personal life. I mean, my personal problems. On day 41, I decide to finally remove the ugly cobblestone from my island and replace my tree farm with wood. It looks a lot cleaner now. I then found this hole in my chest room and I had no idea how it got there. So I looked at my dog and he looked a little bit guilty. I then replanted all my trees and I realized I was pretty low on materials. I only had 2 diamonds and 7 iron. I only mined about 1700 blocks, and so I spent 5 days just mining. I got a chest and I got a full durability trident, and I also got 2 buckets of fish, which was more important. I then put him in my little swimming pool and now my turtles had some company. A couple of blocks later I got an upgrade and I was really excited for this because the water phase was so bad. And then I got the jungle phase, which gave me a couple parrots and they were pretty awesome. I tamed one and I made him to work a little bit, and now my best friend had another friend, a bird. I'm gonna name the bird William. Then I went straight back to mining and then these guys spawned, and I don't even know the names of these guys, but they were not fun to deal with. The way they charge at you is so scary. I didn't have any armor, so I was really scared and I could not aim because there's just so little. I then decided to get a bow and arrow because I thought for some reason it would be easier to shoot these guys in midair than hit them with the sword. It makes total sense. I know, I calculated it. All right, I then got an ocelot or a cat. I tried to find some fish to tame it and only had 1, so for some reason I thought it would work, and obviously it didn't, so I had to kill the 2 fishes I had. It was kind of sad too because they were like kind of making out when I killed them. And then I accidentally knocked off George. Luckily he landed in the water and he was swimming up, so I tried helping him to get above ground but didn't work, so I just left him down there to swim. And let's be honest, he probably likes swimming down there more than my little bathtub. I then fed the cat 2 fishes and it didn't work, so I tried feeding him some tropical fish, but he's just a picky eater, so he wouldn't eat it. So instead of wasting, I tried feeding it to my polar bear and he started dancing for me. Look at him go. I then went back to mining and I got a second polar bear. Oh wait, that's not a polar bear, that's a panda. And I really didn't know what to do with this big ass guy, so I just threw him down here and aimed an arrow at his head. I'm not sure why. Then these 2 witches spawned, and let me tell you, I've had the worst experiences with these witches, man. They are so annoying. I started shooting arrows at them and one threw a instant damage at me and he left me at half a heart. He then threw a slowness potion at me and luckily he missed me, but like, bruh, why the turtle? He's already slow enough. Look at him. I then used my arrows to shoot them off and kill them. It took forever because they kept healing up. I then grabbed some food to heal up because I ran out of food and I went right back to mining. And guess what? These guys just spawned just to annoy me, man. And with my godly aim, I killed one of them and I ended up killing the second one with my godly yeah, never mind. I take that back. My aim is actually poo. And just when I thought it was all over, a monster party. And having the block mowed at me made me feel even more uncomfortable. And at this point, I had no idea what to do. All of these guys fly, they're all really small, and I had nowhere to go. I was just running around panicking. And to make it worse, like I said, these witches are so annoying. The witch threw a slowness potion at me and then a poison. And right here, I was really panicking. And I tried running away from everything and trying to find a safe place to go, which is pretty much nowhere. I then tried killing these flying monkeys so I can try to heal up, and it was not working. And for some reason, I tried building up and I forgot they could totally fly and I ended up dying. But dying actually helps because these guys stopped aggroing me and now I can just shoot them out of the sky without them attacking me. Then I quickly killed this witch because I literally hate witches. My girlfriend. And then the next morning, of course they spawned again, but damn, it looked like I had aimbot right there. And of course the witches spawn again. These guys just won't stop spawning and annoying me. I just want to mine in peace, man. I then got some high ground hoping that their potions won't hit me, and then of course they do, and I got left with half a heart again. I'm the luckiest person alive, I swear. I always live by half a heart. Finally, once I killed them both, I got 2 diamonds and I kept hearing a whispering next to my ear, so I pressed F5 and my parrots were just sitting on my shoulder and I got attacked by 2 more of those flying gorillas, man. I started spamming my arrows hoping I can hit them and I accidentally killed my parrot. Poor, I think his name is William. Yeah, I'm a great owner. I then placed the remains of William in an item frame to honor him, and even the other parrot knew what happened. He flew to me, looked at me in disgust, and flew away. Now that is probably the saddest thing I've ever seen on a block game. And then these 2 witches spawned and I was so fed up. And the second I dropped my shield, they both threw poison potions at me. And this time I was gonna show them who's boss. I was so sick of dealing with these guys. He then missed his damage potion, so I made a run for it. I hid in the trees and then this happened. Bruh, like why, man? Why? I ended up punching him off the edge. How was I managed to kill him with a fist but not a bow and arrow? I then grabbed all my items and I thought I was missing something, so I went to check the trees and... I'm actually crying. I was so upset. I literally got humiliated live on YouTube by big-nosed, unibrowed, ugly-looking ass villagers, man. I then made a Spartan hole, and I was really hoping this would help me with the mobs. I then went to make some more slabs. I grabbed some wood, and I made 32 buttons. I was upset. I then placed them all over the floor to remind me how stupid I am for the rest of this entire video. I then decorated my Spartan hole a little bit, and there it is. And now we wait for a mob, and the second I turn around, guess what spawned? This freaking unibrow looking ass villager. I then knocked him into the hole, and it worked perfectly. His brother then spawned, and I punched him into the hole, and wow, this is probably the best idea I've ever had. I then got one of those love chest things, and it gave me 2 diamonds. Then right after breaking the chest, I got an upgrade, and now I'm on phase 6, the red desert. I then got my first lapis ore, and then a couple blocks later I got an emerald ore, and I was starting to really like this phase 6. It can't get any better, right? Then I got this diamond, and of course a fox spawned, and he just finessed my diamond. He just wouldn't give it to me, so I had to teach him the hard way and kill him. I hope that fox learned his lesson, even though he's kind of dead. And as I was casually mining, this guy spawned, and wow, I got my first villager. Good news is on the way, boys. That means I can start trading soon. So I quickly got him in a boat, and I trapped him in a fence cage, and there we go. Now I'm just praying for a second villager. And I spent the rest of day 48 just holding left click on this block. I ended up getting a lot of ores, and I didn't really want to show you guys this, but here's a quick clip of me dying to this guy. Yeah, I was not happy. And then on day 49 to 50, I expanded my island. I made this huge area for my farms. I planted a butt ton of wheat, and then I put a whole bunch of sand down so I can plant some sugarcane. I then made an extra farming layer. I'm not sure what I'm gonna plant here, but I guess it's good to have. But it does come in handy when I plant some carrots for my villagers. I then planted a whole bunch of bamboo, and this will give me a good source of sticks. Therefore, I can trade for emeralds. Now I'm just praying for my second villager. So on day 51, I went right back to mining in hopes for a second villager. As I was mining, I got my second trident, and then speak of the devil, my boy Bob the villager spawned, and this guy was so reluctant. He was starting to annoy me. He kept running around my entire base. I kid you not, he literally touched every block on my island. I finally trapped him. I cleared all the trees and all the dirt to make some room for my villager breeder. I then went right to work for the next 3 days making my slave center. I mean my villager breeder. I went to go make some fences, and then bro, why does this happen to me? I fell through the smallest hole on my entire island. I was so upset, I just stood there looking at my screen. There was steam coming out of my ears, man. I was so mad. I then made some more fences and went right back to work, trying to ignore what just happened. I then planted all my carrots, and I got both of my villagers in captivity. Hopefully these 2 guys are compatible. I mean, 1 guy, 1 girl. Or it could be, never mind. Let's not go there. I then made a little waterway or a transport area to bring those baby villagers to another place. I threw the beds down, and now it's a waiting game, watching these 2 lovebirds fall in love in the sunset. While I wait for the villagers to make a baby, I decide to spend the next 2 days mining. Here are my mining highlights. I got a chest full of emerald. I got another mining upgrade, and it was the nether phase, which means a lot of mobs, and these piglins started attacking me, and they chased me all around my base. I managed to quickly block them off. I got some high ground, and I managed to kill them off. Thank God. I also got my first ancient debris. I made my first diamond pickaxe, and I mined it up. I then got attacked by 2 hoglins, and this was probably the scariest moment of my life. I then ran through this little crack, and I was like, haha, you can't touch me now. Oh, never mind. And then the 2 hoglins stopped attacking me, but he yeeted my bird into the air. No idea why he killed my bird, but I was kind of upset. And he somehow reached me. I have no idea how. I somehow lived with 1 heart. I finally got to safety. And last but not least, blazes. I'm so happy my entire island is not made out of wood. Yup, I'm not really liking this nether phase anymore. That was the most stressful 2 days I've ever experienced. My villager still hasn't made a baby yet, so I kept mining, and I got a lava bucket on day 58. I was really excited for this because I can make a cobblestone generator. I quickly made a cobblestone generator, and I totally forgot my entire island is made out of wood. Like I didn't learn from the blazes, and it started burning. So I made another platform with these prismarine blocks. I have no idea why. The blocks were just sitting there, and I decided to use a different block, and I mined all the way until sunrise. Once my pickaxe broke, I ended off with 3 stacks and a half of cobblestone. Then on day 60, I went to check on my villagers and they still haven't made a baby yet. Maybe both of them were guys. Every time they would try to breed and make love, these clouds will always pop up. I have no idea what it means, but I tried fixing everything, so I replaced everything and I watched them again. And I think they just weren't compatible with each other. Their Tinder profile just did not match. So I did what any logical person would do, and instead of searching out what the problem is, I decided to completely destroy the entire thing and remake it. And somehow I left for 2 seconds and my villager turned to a zombie villager. So I made some potions, I threw weakness on him and fed him a golden apple just to cure him back to life. I built another home for them and I skipped this entire building process, but I made a huge window just so I can watch them make love, you know, violate their privacy. Villagers don't have rights, right? Unless I'm wrong. I then placed down their bed so they have some place to sleep, and I played the waiting game once again. I then placed down a couple of doors thinking it would help, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. It did spawn a couple of iron golems though, which was pretty awesome. And they were a really good source of iron because I'm just so lazy I didn't want to mine. I then fed the villagers some carrots so they can start breeding, and I mined for the rest of the day. And then I got jump scared by this guy. I gotta say, ghasts make some beautiful noises when they're dying, but for some reason these achievements sound like so majestic. That's a big word. I don't even know why that came out of my mouth. But anyways, I just traded with the villagers hoping it'll convince them to breed, and to pass the time I just did some work around the island, and I've never wanted 2 pixelated objects to make a baby this bad in my life. I then just started mining. I mined a bunch of obsidian so I can go to the nether soon. Then these 2 blazes spawned and the amount of fireballs they shot scared me. I turned around and I saw my entire island on fire. I quickly extinguished all the fires and I was praying there was not one I missed. It probably wasn't a good idea to make everything out of wood. And then I got a monster party and I already knew there was gonna be like 80 blazes. I then ran as far as I can. I gas shot his fireball and I shot it right back to him and I killed him. That was kind of sick. Then I saw all these fireballs coming at me and I already knew my villager breeder was gonna be burnt to the ground. I quickly extinguished all the fires I saw. I tried killing these blazes as fast as I can, and I turned around and I expected to see like the California wildfires, but my entire island was good. I then spent day 64 to 65 just farming again. I killed all my cows because I was so sick of eating mushroom stew. I killed all of their parents and I left just the babies. That's kind of cruel. I then crafted a campfire to smelt up my meat because I had no source of coal, so I had to just sit by this campfire and sing this campfire song as I cooked up my meat. I say the most random things, man. Then I started to work on my tree farm because my villager breeder took up my last one, and I made this huge area, lit it all up, and I planted down some saplings. I loved how organized it looked and how all my farms are in one area now. So all my sugarcane, wheat, tree farm, and my zoo were all in the same area. After patiently waiting a couple of days, finally I saw a baby villager. Look at this freaking monkey just jumping on the bed with his big ass unibrow. I then harvested some more carrots so the villagers will make another baby. I then broke down all the bamboo and expanded the area so I can have a massive supply of sticks. Therefore, I can trade and make a whole bunch of emeralds and finally become filthy rich. Let's go. And then I spent the next couple of days just grinding bamboo. I wanted an unlimited supply of sticks so I can just start trading. While I was farming, I found this wandering trader and I was like, how the hell did you get up there? So I shot down his llamas and now there were 2 pinatas on my island. I grabbed my stick and I started punching them blindfolded, hoping their juicy meat would drop out of them. After farming for a really long time, this is what I got. I got 3 entire double chests full of bamboo. This took so long and so many swords, but I was excited to start trading. And all the villagers are grown up so I can start applying them some jobs, and I got my first iron golem. And I didn't even realize, but they have a fat unibrow too. I then smelted some stone so I can make a blast furnace. I have no idea what this blast furnace does, but I knew it gave me armor. I can't know English. I then crafted some books so I can make a bookshelf and then make a lectern. And then I made another fletching table, placed them down, and I was ready to trade. On day 69, funny number, I finally finished trading with the villagers. I traded all my sticks away and I ended up with a stack and 25 emeralds. And I swear I recorded myself trading with the Fletchers, but I guess I didn't. I couldn't find the clip. All 3 of them have their gold badges or whatever it is, their levels, so you can see that I actually traded with them. And after a very long day of abusing the villagers' trades, the villagers went to bed and I harvested some more bamboo for the rest of the night. And these llamas were still bouncing around. They must be dizzy. With the sun rising on day 70, I grabbed all my bamboo, made them into sticks, and I abused the villagers' trades even more. I think I abused their trades too hard because none of them wanted sticks. So I started grabbing some random stuff like bows and arrows just so I can reset their trades and they can restock all their sticks so I can make some emeralds. After a very long time trading with them and getting a whole bunch of emeralds, all of my Fletchers turned into experts, and they didn't have the greatest enchantments on their bows. One had a power 1 and one had a power 2 unbreaking 2. I can easily get better enchantments just enchanting, so I decided to trade with the librarian and get some bookshelves. And wow, the bookshelves cost a lot. I then sacrificed my Fletchers because their trades were actually garbage now. This guy was trading sticks for 31, but I still wanted new ones. And while the villagers weren't looking, I secretly punched this Fletcher off the cliff. Hopefully you can swim. I mean, I guess there's no water down there, so you're just gonna die in the void. Sorry, bro. No murder traces were left. And the 2 villagers that were left had no idea. I then crafted my first enchantment table. I then placed down all my bookshelves in this little area that I made. I cleaned up the area a little bit, made the floor look prettier, and I was all ready to start enchanting, baby. My first enchantment, I decided to enchant my sword because, man, I was so sick of dealing with those mobs that spawn. And I got an Unbreaking 3, Sweeping Edge 3, and a Banes of Arthropods 4. Like, what the hell is that? Why haven't they removed that enchantment? I then grabbed my Diamond Pickaxe, and I got a Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3. I then spent day 71 just killing all the iron golems around my island because I was low on iron and I needed my iron. My third enchantment will be trying to get a god bow, and this took me a really long time because I had to go back, get some XP, enchant. I got a crappy enchantment, go back again, and it was just a long process. But I knew it would be all worth it once I get my god bow. I then decided to enchant a trident that I had, and I got loyalty 3, and I was so excited to have this. I felt like Captain America. It was so cool. And I'm just a big brain, so I threw the trident into the void. Yeah. Not my smartest move during my years of living. Well, I had a nice trident for about 3 seconds of my life. I then grabbed my second trident and I got loyalty 3 again, so I was really excited. Grinding for some XP, I enchanted it and I got loyalty 3, channeling, and impaling 4. Maybe it was good that I lost my first trident. Now I definitely wasn't gonna make the same mistake. No, I'm just kidding. That was my first clip. I'm not gonna lose this. But I started throwing it around my island. Man, it was so cool. I need to get this in my hardcore world. On my next 200 days hardcore world, I'm definitely gonna try my best to get a trident. I then started trading with the armor. I got a whole bunch of iron boots. I was loaded. And for some reason, I thought you could take these boots and disassemble it for some iron ingots. And I played myself. I really thought you could disassemble it for iron. I thought I had an unlimited supply of iron. I then searched online and I read that you can smelt it and get iron back, and bruh, like, what? Is this a joke to you, Minecraft? Well, looks like I'm never gonna run out of boots. So on day 72 to 73, I decided to make a little wardrobe. You know, I just gotta show off my shoe collection, so I got a shoe for every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays, I'm wearing white Air Force Ones. Let's go. Yeah, you know, rich people, I just got a different shoe every other day. It's pretty awesome just having unlimited supply of iron boots. And while I keep waiting for my villagers to breed and make 3 more babies, I spent day 74 just grinding some XP and enchanting some random stuff like iron tools and another bow. I ended up getting a Fortune 3 iron pickaxe and I went right back to mining. And why won't you look at that? I got a wither skeleton skull in a chest while I was mining. That is pretty awesome. Then these ghasts spawned and they literally blew up my entire island. I'm just kidding, they blew up a couple blocks. But then I kept mining and I was focused on getting obsidian so I can go to the nether and explore. I then got this chest and I got 2 netherite scraps in these chests, and that is pretty good. A bit later I got another chest and I got 3 more netherite scraps. I got so lucky. I got 1 more lava bucket, I got some more blaze rods and blaze powder, and I got another upgrade. I was excited to see what would come, and then I got the Adil? I don't know, a dill pickle. I have no idea what this is. I have no idea how to pronounce it. And I thought it would be a good idea to finally take my obsidian and go travel into the nether. So I made myself a nether portal, and I knew I was missing 1 obsidian, so I had to sacrifice 1 of my lava buckets, and I had my nether portal. I lit it up and I was ready to go. I had a couple of pickaxes, I had some gold to trade with, my trusty bow, and I was ready to go. The second I spawned, my worst fear happened. A ghast came and he shot a fireball at me. For some reason, my bow didn't shoot and he almost broke my nether portal. That would have been so bad. But luckily, I was smart enough to bring my flint and steel with me. I did some exploring and I couldn't find any nether fortresses around. I didn't get as lucky as I did in my 100 days video. I then decided to just start trading with some piglins in hopes of getting some ender pearls so I can start heading to the end. And you already know what this looks like, just like my first 100 days video. Just a place, throwing money, and a whole bunch of poles. You already know the drill. Once they all finessed my gold, I luckily got a soul speed and I started exploring some more in hopes to find a nether fortress. I definitely didn't want to stay in the nether for too long because this is one block Minecraft, and this definitely isn't one block if you couldn't tell. So I didn't want to spend too much time in the nether because I felt like it was kind of cheating. But I got the lava buckets I was looking for. That was my main goal, so I can start making a stone generator. I spent the next 2 days running around looking for a nether fortress, and unfortunately I had no luck. I could not find it anywhere, but it just adds to the challenge, which is more fun. I found this enderman and killed him, and he gave me an ender pearl, which is pretty nice. And then I decided to call it and just go back to my island. I then stored this lava away, and I went right back to the nether to get some more lava buckets. And my plan was to make a massive stone generator so I can have an unlimited supply of stone. Cue the time lapse. After a little bit of building, it seemed like the stone generator was working pretty good. All I had to do was place some lava and I had to test it out. And it should be working perfectly. Keyword is should. And it is working. I timed it perfectly with the redstone for my first try. I was pretty damn excited to finally have a stone generator, so I didn't have to mine that stupid one block. I then put some water so I can collect all the stone I mined, and there we go. Now we're on the way to the Stone Age. I dedicated day 84 to 85 just to kill iron golems because I only had 2 iron nuggets to my name. So I spent the entire day just killing iron golems and then waiting and then killing one more and then waiting again. After a super long time of just killing iron golems, I ended up getting 25 iron ingots. I'm gonna have to make an iron farm soon because that is a really good way to make some iron. On day 86, I decided, you know what, it's time to get some diamond armor finally. So I went right to my bamboo farm and started harvesting some bamboo. I ended up getting 3 entire double chests full of bamboo. I made some sticks, and I went right back to trading with my villagers. I spent day 87 trading my sticks for emeralds with my new villagers. Then I traded for a whole bunch of iron armor so I can start getting the armor to the expert level. I also had to get some shields because the armor wasn't getting me enough levels, and soon enough I got diamond leggings and diamond boots. Let's go. And then I traded for some diamond boots and I was so excited. Now I don't need to wear my 40 pairs of iron boots now. I finally have diamonds. And once I got enough emeralds, I got myself some diamond pants. And while my Fletchers recover from the insane amount of abuse I've been with all my sticks and emerald trading, I decided to spend the rest of the time re-enchanting my sword because I did not like the Banes of Arthropods. After enchanting a little bit off camera, I had a pretty awesome idea. Since when you mine, your inventory gets insanely full extremely fast from all the random blocks you get, I thought it'd be a good idea to make a water stream and have it carry out the blocks. So I tested it out and it actually worked. I was super happy about that, so I decided to destroy this Sparta hole finally and upgrade. I then used all my 25 iron ingots to make 5 hoppers. Now I literally have 0 iron to my name again. I put down these chests, put the hoppers on top of them, and I made a little area so the water stream can flow down. And the idea was that when I mine, the water stream will carry all the random blocks into these chests. And now I won't have a messy inventory and I won't have to go to my chest room every single time to clear out my inventory. Once I finished constructing this, I gave it a little test and it seemed like it was working pretty good. I then checked the chests and it worked exactly how I thought it would. Thank God. This made me so happy. This was probably the best idea I've ever had this entire video. And since it was nighttime and the villagers were still asleep, I decided to mine the entire night away. I was hoping I would get more iron ores because I'm literally poor. I have like 2 iron nuggets to my name on day 88. That is pretty sad. I literally have more diamonds than I have iron. But anyways, another monster party came and it was basically all bumblebees, so it wasn't too bad. With my bow and arrow, it was a lot easier to deal with these guys. I'm just happy these guys didn't catch my entire island on fire like the nether phase. Yes sir, day 89, bright and early, I grabbed all my sticks. I went down to my villagers and woke their asses up military style at 6 AM in the morning. I started trading with the armorer and I got myself the chest plate and the helmet I was looking for. I finally have my full suit of diamond armor. Come on guys, look how baller I look right now. I then decided to disenchant all of my iron armor because I knew that if I enchant them with level 30, I would definitely get better enchantments. So I enchanted my helmet and I got protection 4. I went to grind some more XP, enchanted my chest plate. I got unbreaking 3, which isn't that bad, but I was hoping for both of those enchantments. I enchanted my leggings, got unbreaking 3, and I enchanted my boots and got unbreaking 3. What the hell type of luck is that? I then did the same thing over and over again, trying to get a better enchantment, and I luckily did get a protection 3, unbreaking 3 on my helmet. I was hoping for protection 4, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I then made my first diamond tools and I got silk touch, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3 on my diamond pickaxe. I then ended up getting the same enchantment for all of my tools. I got the same silk touch for my shovel and my axe. I then took a good look at my chest room and wow, I am messy. My chest room was getting a little bit too small, so I spent day 90 to 94 making a brand new chest room. And there we go. I finished the chest room. It looks pretty good in my eyes. Not the best, but pretty decent. And over here with these chests, I'm planning to have my blocks come over here when I mine it. You know what I mean? Don't worry. You'll see what I mean on the next day. But in the middle, I'm going to have all my valuables. And over here is all the blocks I'm going to have in all these chests. And you know it's not a cookie build if I don't put leaves everywhere. I then made some item frames and I filled every single chest with an item frame. And I spent the next 2 days organizing everything. And here it is. I didn't want to show you guys the boring parts. So here's everything all organized. This is my valuable chests, my weapons chest, my tool chest, my armor chest, and I have a valuables chest and all that random stuff. I'm finally organized. And on day 89, I worked on this little thing I was talking about. I wanted my water stream to bring all the items over here into these chests. So when I mine the unlimited block, it will all lead to my chest room and it'll be very easy to organize everything and sort everything out that I get from mining. I thought it would be a pretty awesome idea, so I started constructing it and I was praying it would work. It worked the first time with my item sorter and I'm hoping it'll work this time. I made the water pathway all the way to my chest room. It looks pretty ugly just in the middle of my island, but once it's all complete, it will serve a pretty awesome function. That's if it works. So pray with me guys, fingers crossed. I placed signs down to separate the water streams to carry all the blocks over to the hoppers. I placed down some ice as well so the blocks can move faster so it doesn't get stuck on those signs. And so far it was looking pretty good. I was getting excited. I then made the little staircase up and I gave it a try. I mined some grass and all of the blocks that I mined flowed all the way to the hoppers, which is pretty amazing. Unfortunately, I was missing 3 hoppers at the very end, so it didn't collect everything, but I'll be working on that soon. Then I went back to mining to get some more blocks to test it out. I went back to my chest room to check if it was working, and it's working exactly how I thought it was. This is amazing. I then spent day 99 just killing iron golems the entire day. All I needed was 15 iron ingots to get the 3 hoppers. And now whenever I mine that one block, all the items that I mine will flow through the water into my chest room. Then I have easy access to all the blocks I mine and I'll be able to sort them out extremely fast. Yeah, you guys don't have to tell me I'm an engineer in the comments, guys. I'm just kidding, but I made my 3 hoppers that I needed. I finally placed them down and it should be all working now. I gave it another try. I tested it out all night. And then, to my surprise, I got one last upgrade. Or so I thought it was my last upgrade. You guys will see really soon what I mean by that. But I checked all the chests and everything was in there. Let's go. And my next upgrade was phase 9. And once I saw phase 9, I knew phase 10 was the end phase. And that means the Ender Dragon. And I knew today was day 99 and tomorrow is my last day of the video. So on day 100, I was determined to get the end portal before this video ends. And I knew I didn't have much time left, so I spent the entire day focused on mining enough blocks to get to phase 10, the end phase. I was determined I needed to mine enough blocks to get to the next phase. I wasn't sure if it was even possible to finish this in one day, but I tried my best. I didn't let anything distract me. Whenever mobs spawned, I killed them as fast as possible and I went straight back to mining. I couldn't lose any time. Time was ticking and ticking fast, and then I got it. And before the sun even came up, I got the upgrade I was looking for. Let's go, guys. We did it. And we got the end phase, phase 10. But I didn't realize that this wasn't the end portal phase. It was the phase after this phase. So you guys are gonna have to see what happens next on day 200. But I did end up getting a lot of items while I was mining to get to phase 10. I got 39 emeralds, 19 diamonds, and I even got a mending book, which is the best thing I got mining. And with the sun rising, it is now day 101. We did it, boys. We survived 100 days on one block Minecraft. Thank you so much if you made it here to the end of the video. Please subscribe if you guys are new. Share the video to all your friends. Comment down below if you want day 200. Like the video if you haven't already. Join my Discord, and I'll see you guys next video.